Buying a home is exciting until that little voice creeps in and says, wait, did I make the right choice? Is this really the home for me? Did I rush this? If you've ever heard about buyer's remorse or you're worried about making a mistake, this video is for you. Today we're breaking down why buyer's remorse happens, the most common regrets first-time buyers have, and how to avoid them so you can feel confident about your purchase, not panicked. Let's make sure you buy the home you actually love. What home buyer's remorse really is. Home buyer's remorse is that sinking feeling that maybe you made the wrong decision. It's more common than you think, especially in competitive markets where buyers feel rushed, pressured, or overwhelmed. But here's the thing. Remorse usually comes from uncertainty, not the home itself. Most people regret the process, not the property. Common emotions buyers share. I feel like I overpaid, the house needs more work than I thought, the monthly payment feels stressful, I didn't fully understand the neighborhood. These are real and avoidable once you know what to look out for. The biggest reasons buyers regret their purchase. Buyer's remorse isn't random. It usually comes from very specific situations buyers run into during or after the purchase. Let's go a little deeper into the biggest causes and what they actually look like in real life. 1. Feeling rushed into a decision. In fast markets, homes move quickly, and buyers feel pressure to move even faster. That pressure can cloud judgment. Real example. You walk into a home on a Saturday open house. There are 3 families in the kitchen. The agent says, we already have offers. Deadline is tonight. And suddenly, you feel like you have 15 minutes to decide your future. Later, when the excitement wears off, buyers often rethink things like, did we check the noise level at night? We never walked the neighborhood. I didn't even look at the closet space. That's when regret creeps in, because the decision felt rushed instead of intentional. 2. Underestimating the real cost of home ownership. A lot of buyers plan for the mortgage but forget about the full picture of monthly costs. We are talking about property taxes, home insurance, HOA dues if applicable, higher utility bills, routine maintenance, bigger repairs down the road. Real example. A buyer moves from a small apartment into a 1900 square feet home. Suddenly, the AC costs double. The water bill doubles because of the yard. And the homeowner's insurance is higher than expected. Nothing is wrong with the home. It's just more expensive to operate than they realized. 3. Surprises during or after inspection. Even well-maintained homes have issues and sometimes buyers don't fully understand what they are taking on. Real examples. An inspector says this roof likely has 5 to 7 years left. A buyer hears that as we are fine but didn't factor in a $15,000 future cost. Or the plumbing is older and functional but outdated, which might mean higher future repair costs. Or they didn't realize the home needed cosmetic updates sooner than expected. These aren't deal breakers, they are just things many first-time buyers haven't experienced before. When the reality sets in, doubts follow. 4. Choosing the right house but the wrong neighborhood. This is one of the most common and most emotional regrets. Sometimes the home checks every box, but the area doesn't. Real example. A buyer moves into a beautiful house, but the street is busier than expected during morning traffic. Or the nearest grocery store is farther than they realized. Or the neighborhood is quiet, but they really wanted a more vibrant, walkable community. Homes are personal. Neighborhoods are lifestyle. And discovering a lifestyle mismatch is a big driver of remorse. 5. Buying at the top of their budget or beyond comfort. Just because a lender approves you for a certain number doesn't mean it's the right number for your life. Real example. A buyer qualifies for $800,000 but feels financially stretched at $720,000. The payments typically work, but they feel tight, especially after factoring in daycare, car insurance, student loans, vacations, or savings goals. A home should empower your life, not restricted. When a payment feels too heavy, remorse hits fast. 6. Settling for a home they didn't truly love. In low inventory markets, buyers sometimes talk themselves into a home because it's available, not because it fits. Real example. A buyer compromises on layout or location thinking, we'll make it work. But after moving in, the things they ignore become daily frustrations. The kitchen is too small, the yard gets no sunlight, the bedrooms are too close to the street, the commute is draining. These small things add up over time. 7. Not fully understanding the long-term commitment. Sometimes remorse comes from the emotional weight of realizing this is a 30-year mortgage. This is real. Real example. A buyer loves the home but suddenly worries. What if I change jobs? What if something breaks? What if the market shifts? This isn't regret about the home. It's just the natural fear of a big milestone. How to avoid buyer's remorse before you even make an offer. Here are simple steps to avoid regret and buy confidently. Know your non-negotiables. Pick 3 to 5 must-haves. Location, number of bedrooms, commute, yard, natural light, whatever matter most, write it down. Stick to a comfortable budget, not just what you are approved for. There's a huge difference between approved and comfortable. Make sure your monthly payment doesn't make you feel squeezed. Get a thorough inspection. Inspections give you the real story of the home, the things you can't see on a 20-minute walkthrough. Spend time in the neighborhood. Drive it morning, afternoon, and night. See how you feel. Check noise, commute traffic, parking, and community vibes. How to avoid remorse during escrow. Once you're in escrow, there are a few key ways to stay confident. Use your contingency period wisely. This is your time to inspect, confirm numbers, review HOA rules, research the neighborhood, all the things that build confidence. Ask every question. Seriously, no question is too small. This is a huge decision and clarity is everything. Double check your monthly payment breakdown. Understand principal, interest, taxes, insurance, HOA if any. Get repairs estimates early. If the inspection flags something, a quick estimate helps you understand whether it's minor or major. What to do if you start feeling remorse? Buyer's remorse doesn't mean you bought the wrong home. It often means you just need clarity or support. Here is how to handle it. Talk it out with your agent. Sometimes walking through your concerns with someone experienced helps you realize the issues are manageable. Reevaluate the numbers. Many buyers feel better once they see the full picture again. Make a plan for repairs or upgrades. Sometimes remorse comes from fear of the unknown. A simple plan makes the home feels exciting again. Give yourself time to settle in. Some homes don't feel like home on day one, and that's completely normal. Buying a home is emotional, and it's completely normal to worry about making the right choice. But when you understand why buyer's remorse happens and how to prevent it, the process becomes way more empowering. You deserve to feel confident, informed, and excited about your next chapter, not stressed. If you want help building a smart buying plan or you are feeling unsure about a home you are considering, reach out anytime. Let's make this decision one you feel great about. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the other videos on the channel for more simple, stress-free real estate guides.